everybody, and welcome back to the Bagel Shop Book Nook. Kind of make along, I suppose. A special welcome back to my friend Rosie, who is the first person that I have told about the creation and general here-ness of this YouTube channel. So yes, hello Rosie. I hope you stick around to see it all done. So I have got some new glue. I did test it when it came on this bit of fabric that I was struggling with last time, and I've managed to get it all together. So I just need to take the edge off this now. I think too long, so take it off, and we've got our little mat. What I didn't do was, I think this was supposed to be a pillow, and it has gone stiff, but I will take the edges off. There we go. And we'll just have a little fluffy pillow. Fluffy pillow. So what I didn't get up to last time was the upholstery. So we're actually going to just head back to this page. We're going to start putting this two-seater sofa and the single-seater sofa together. So just move this out of the way. Get these baguettes out of the way. This bit here. And now to just see where I've actually put the sofa. I thought, oh, I'll put things safe, but obviously it has disappeared. I think this is where we decide that do a cut and edit. Right, I'm back. So I haven't been able to find the piece. So what we're going to do is make a new bit. So what we're going to do is see if we can get a piece of this, get a piece of this wood, that is about the right size. So I think it was this kind of size here, and there's two of them, because we want B30 and B31. So I'm thinking if I can take this piece, which is the right size, and then get this piece. Actually, is this about the right thickness? Yeah, that's the right thickness. So what I'm going to do is, I think it's not quite the right width, but I should be able to take that. Then need something to cut it with. I'm not sure if this will cut it. No pun intended. Oh, yeah, it will. So let's just cut it out of here. It's probably doing nothing for the blade, but needs must. What do they say is the mother of invention? Desperation. Necessity. Necessity is the mother of all invention. Who knows? If there's any Gavin and Stacey fans out there, I always love the way that Pam just kind of messes up the idioms and known sayings. It always makes me laugh. Right, so that's looking good. Get that last little bit off, and then, as we found last time, we've got the sandpaper. There you go. Even says B1 on it. Brilliant. Close enough. Right, so let's get you out of the way there. And recut this. So this will be B81. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get B82, which is for the smaller chair, and just make sure that I'm going to have enough for both. So yeah, it looks like I've got plenty to do this on. And I've looked through the rest of the book and it doesn't look like I'm using this green again. So that's really, really helpful. So let's get my rotary cutter out. And again, I don't have to be too precise with this just now. Right. But what I do need to do is make sure that I don't have this little bit here, just the tail end. Right. So now, what I'm going to do is put this over the top and just run that in there like that and get that on there like that. So actually I'm going to need 2 of these, so that might make us have to be a little bit more accurate. Right, and then again we'll get these 2 in like that. Brilliant. So I've got my this one and this one, and I'm going to glue around with my new glue around the edges. Maybe even do the back as well, put a couple of dots on the back. So this is supposed to be quite a good crafting glue. What we needed it for is for it to be tacky, kind of straight away. Which it looks like it is not. So we might just have to sit for a while. The other one will turn up in the most random of places, I'm sure. I don't know whether more glue helps. Always feels like it, doesn't it? Just stick some more glue on it, it'll be fine. Maybe it's because the set knows that we're using a stray piece. It's not the real piece, so it won't glue together. It's not supposed to be over the top either. It's just supposed to be the edges, because we're going to cut the excess off. Oh, there we go. Right, so the outside edges are now stuck. No, they're not. Just gonna have some patience. I'm not very good with patience. We might have a cat joining us momentarily. He's just come running through. He might yowl in a minute to get up. The cat's name is Toulouse, and he has a box on my desk. He likes to sit with me while I work. He also likes to get involved with the crafting sometimes. So he might come and have a sniff around. I wouldn't be surprised if he's knocked knocked the piece off. Right, so we look like we might be getting somewhere now with this sticking. Just don't want the I don't want the excess. There's a lot of excess. They could have given a better template, really. Maybe I'll tell you a little bit about the cats while we're waiting. So not only have we got Toulouse, we've got another cat called Katie, who's about a year older than Toulouse. We've got another cat who about maybe 6 months older than Toulouse, called Gingy. Like guesses on what colour cat that is. He used to be a stray in the area. And we decided to work with a charity to get him neutered so that he could be adopted out, and we would look after him whilst that all the adoption was going through. But obviously, you know, sometimes you just got to keep the cat. So he's here as well. He's a lovely cat. He's very polite for a stray. And he has a lot of fans in our local area. But he doesn't. He used to roam quite a lot, and people kind of knew him. But he just stays at home now. His favourite place in front of the little heater that we have on over winter. Living the life of Riley, as they'd say. What I'm actually going to do is, while I'm doing this one, I'll get a bit of glue on the back of here and give it time to stick. Give it time to get a bit tacky on there. This side's come up again. just put this bit down at the bottom. Excuse me. I feel like there was a much easier way for them to get this put together. Right, let's let those bits get tacky and stick. We move on. Right, we're not going for all or nothing. So now we need 8 2. So we need 2 of these. So those are those bits. Now we need the B30 pieces. Give them a little sand down. And a little blob of glue. Pop it on there. We'll let it stay. Right, let's see how these ones are doing. So that's that one. Yeah, that feels okay. It's almost like watching paint dry. So another, may as well float this idea while we're here. Another um, channel, not well, channel series that I've been thinking of doing is a series called Mills and Bound. I recently decided that I would start collecting Mills and Boon books. Now, for those who aren't familiar with Mills and Boon, they are, I suppose, romantic stories. They were very popular, um, probably from around the 60s, but actually, I think they go way further back than that. Um, the publisher, I think, is Mills and Boon, and then they have multiple authors and series and things like that. There's over 4,000 Mills and Boon books, and they publish 700 new books a year. I've decided that I'm going to start collecting them, and I thought it would be nice to leather bind the books. I've already started one, and it went quite well. Excuse me. And I was thinking, the thing that's putting me off, which I would like to know if people think it would be um, kind of the right thing to do, if they'd be interested, is I am being put off because I feel like to be able to do the leather binding, I would want to talk about the book at the same time. Um, but I'm a very slow reader. Um, so I'm not sure whether it would be, um, you know, a good thing to have not read them before I leather bind them. Either that, it'd be a very slow series, kind of, I don't know, once a month rather than once every few days, as this one seems like it's going to be. Let me know what you think. If you like the idea, would you tune in? Are you a fan of Mills and Boon? Do you have any favourite Mills and Boon books? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it under the dryer. Pop that one under the dryer. These ones will have had so much time to get tacky. So we get a right good stick. I can't imagine it's all that fun to be doing this type of upholstery on a big piece. Hopefully, the technology for upholstery is a bit better than just a bit of glue. I see all these upcycling videos, and I think it's really great to reuse, recycle. But gosh, I don't have the patience. Absolutely, 100% do not have the patience. This is really stretching it. Oh, I've sailed too close to the sun with that one. Taken off too much. It'll have to go on the bottom. Yeah, this one's going to have to go on the bottom. Very much messed up. Oh well. Again, I'm sure it must be the pack. It knows that this isn't the right. It's not the right thing. It's resisting it. It's repellent. I urge you all to shout at the screen if I start putting it like this. If you want in to see it, or if you don't mind it being like this, trying to keep it this way. Excuse me again. I think I think I'm running out of batteries on this. So we'll just have to go au naturel. Oh, gonna leave that like that, and we're gonna put pop a little weight on it. Would also be interested to know whether anybody else has had this problem with this particular part of the set. I'm told that step 12, a commenter has advised that step 12 is particularly troublesome. So sure we'll find out. The temptation is to just do this all off camera. So you don't get the joy of seeing so don't get the joy of seeing me struggle with it. Are you supposed to let this glue be tacky before using it? Right. What we're going to do with this one is I'm going to get the knife and cut it close, just in case the scissors are a bit too bulky and it's knocking everything off. This one looks a little bit better. The ratty furniture. Now this says it's a one-seater sofa. I would just call that a chair. Right. Do this again. Get the weights. Get that weighted on there. This is about the time where we have to say, like, work smart, not hard, and we'll have the patience to put it underneath something and move on whilst we wait. If I can get it weighted under something, maybe I need to. Again, this patience is not a virtue for that I hold. Right, so we're going to move. We are going to move on while those do that. So think we got to the point where we had all of these little pieces, the baguettes and everything, and we need to put them. Well, we need to fold this over for a start. We had the little basket that needed a little fold. And we got this basket that needs a little bit of hessian in the bottom. So I think this was a bit of scrap that we had. Just going to pop a blob of glue in the bottom of here and drop this little bit of fabric in. Maybe it's both bits. And then on the top, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breadsticks. Stick them in an upright fashion. You know, thinking about it, for a bagel shop, we haven't done many bagels. It's all cakes and baguettes. Right, so there's the baguettes. And we'll pop another blob on top of here. And stick them on the top. There. Put that over with the rest. So then I cut out all of these pieces, and we'll move on. I think we've got some more baguettes to do. So cut out A9, and I'm sure that's that's the hessian, the burlap. Hessian is a burlap. According to A9 3. This is A9 3. And then we're going to fold it and paste it. So it looks like we're going to make a little like a little sack. So we don't want it to stick together as such. Just want it to hold there, and a little blob on the bottom probably. keep it pinched together for a while. And then we've got A2 2. Chubby these ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these in half, and when I paste them, just going to put a big blob on the bottom and then lower them in to the little sack. Oh, maybe not. Need to get a bit ambidextrous. So that's that. I don't know. Oh gosh, yeah, a bad angle, but there we go. Well, let's pop this here. Let's see how these cushions are getting on. Not very good. They've fallen apart. Right. Yeah, I think the template could have been a bit more helpful. There's a lot of excess on this. And we knew, the rest of it, we know that we're working with small pieces. I don't think anyone would have minded a bit more of an intricate template for this. So again, I think the upholstery has really let us down in terms of timings today. Hopefully there's no more I might just have to come back again to it. I think the fabric's just a bit too heavy for the glue. I think, and there's so much of it that it just wants to pull away. Right. So I'm going to leave that like that. Just prop it up against my little Lazy Susan. Or over like that, actually. It's good. Oh no, it's popped out. Right. What I'm going to do is, with the last little part of this, we'll finish this. Put our skates on. So according to a 9-1, we're gonna cut out a bit more of the burlap / hessian and fold according to the lines. It wants a bit of like a concertina, I think. So we'll kind of so now we're gonna get this together. So I think B34 and then the 36s and the 35s on this side. So let's get this apart. I think we've used a bit of the burlap that we shouldn't, but it's okay because I think we've got quite a bit. So let's get this out of here. Oh gosh. Right, so I've lost a little bit on the top there. Too elaborate. I think the story of this shop is it's a bit past it. Broken cups, broken chairs, badly upholstered chairs. broken shelves. Blimey heck. Give me an IKEA set any day. Gosh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? A YouTube channel of just people building their IKEA sets. Me building my IKEA. These these are going to be so higgledy piggledy. The glue works very well on the wood. Wood on wood. Must not stick it to the mat. Right, so let's get another A10 and an A2 cut out. So A10 goes at the bottom. A2 is going on the top. This piece here that we concertinaed is going on the middle shelf. And A10 2 is this piece. Will also go on the top. Right. And then we've got all our little pieces. So if you will bear with me, I'll put all these pieces on and then we'll call it a day. In fact, let's call it a day now. I'll get all the bits together so we find it and then we'll come back. So thank you very much for joining. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.